Are we live?
We're live.
Good.
You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. Hello everybody. It's about to hop on the live as well as everybody who's watching this replay, be it on YouTube or on IGTV. This is very exciting. This is German. Miranda, I'm Isaac, the owner of Vegan Fuego. This is a very exciting story that I wanted to share with all of you. A story that honestly I never expected to happen. About a year and a half ago, you and I were fighting over phone bills, and now here we are talking about your weight loss journey. But it's exciting, and you never know where life will take you. You never know where the vibe will take you once you decide to get your vibe correct. And yeah, this whole plant-based living thing has really not just changed my life, but German's life as well. And today is not about me. Today is about German. German, my first question for you, real quick, my friend, is before you started this journey, what was your weight?
Starting
Last
weight,
time you checked.
No, when I started was 240, and then the last time I checked my weight was 210.
210.
30 pounds less.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, got a couple questions here. Don't want to be scripted too much. Kind of want to just roll with it, but I do got to ask some very important questions that I think some people really need to hear. German, what was your daily diet like? Not just while you were going to the workplace. And what is your work?
Do roofing, do some construction work, stuff like that.
So very hard
Labor.
blue collar labor.
Mhm.
You're out there sweating. What was your daily diet like before?
Before like transitioning to plant-based?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of grossed out saying this. It'd be kind of like your typical gas station food, don't really like saying it, but gas station food in the morning. Lunch would be like any fast food, like, something convenient, and then dinner would just be kind of the same thing, because it was more like very, fast paced, on a hurry. So that's pretty much what I guess the diet would consider or do the, ready meals where you just heat them up in a microwave and boom, you're good to go for
Okay.
dinner, like that.
Okay. So we're talking gas station food, taquitos, hot dogs. I was there with you. I was there with you. Taquitos, hot dogs, tacos maybe.
For breakfast.
For breakfast, and then at lunch, fast foods. What were some of your favorite fast foods you would go to?
I mean, from Texas, you can't go wrong with Whataburger. So.
All right, Whataburger. Okay.
Yeah.
And then at night, eating nut meals and stuff like that.
Something very quick, yeah.
What about weekends? Did you treat yourself on weekends?
I feel like weekends was more like restaurant, go sit down somewhere, enjoy, the environment. That's more for like weekends for me.
Okay. And then maybe a couple of drinks along with that. As well.
Yeah, I like a couple drinks,
Okay, cool.
after a long week.
Sit. Just the normal average, Western diet, right?
Pretty much,
Lifestyle.
if you want to say it.
Okay. So your previous weight was 240. Last time you checked, when was the last time you checked?
We're in late July. It was actually beginning of June. Because I remember I was out of town. I was like, you know what? There's a scale there. Why not just weigh myself? And I weigh myself.
Let me ask you this. Right now, do you feel like now, late July, coming up into August, do you feel like you would be even closer to 200 now? Or you think you're
I believe so.
Right.
Clothes are starting to fit like a lot more loose. I have to go buy pretty much a whole new wardrobe.
Full new wardrobe. So what were the sizes you were wearing before compared to now?
I was borderline like 36, 38 in pant. Now I'm like at 34. I believe maybe going a little bit lower before that. And then shirts was like anywhere from XL. Now it's like a large, but large kind of fits me kind of big. So more like a medium.
Medium.
British medium.
I didn't even know that. So you were 36, 38, and now you're just barely holding on to 34s.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How did you start your journey, your health journey? What were you consuming? Like, what really got you in touch with like maybe you should consume less of this and maybe drink a little more of this? What was that?
Well, first I had let go of pork. All pork was out of my diet. So
What was the reasoning?
pretty much just I learned there's no health benefit to it. pork whatsoever.
Okay.
I still ate
Even though
red
you
meats.
like bacon.
I mean, yeah, everybody loves good bacon, but it's fine.
How was that tempeh bacon you had the other day?
Oh, delicious. Pretty much exact same taste, just not pig's ass. So, the thing is I gave up pork, then I was still consuming chickens, consuming red meat, seafood. I was also consuming, I don't know if anybody here's heard about it, canyon water, so it's like, kind of transitioned to alkaline, I was drinking that about a gallon a day,
Okay.
and slowly transitioned to plant-based.
Okay.
You know.
So you went from giving up pork because you realized the disadvantages of pork, and then consuming alkaline, not just alkaline, but alkalized water. There's a difference between alkalized water and alkaline water.
Right.
And so, did it start to make sense for you that if you were consuming alkalized water and alkaline water, you could also consume alkaline foods?
Of course, yeah, because it's like kind of, you're consuming the water, and then I guess eating like shit, so kind of like there's a mixture there, and the body was reacting a certain way. It's like drinking that, and then you put shit in, it's just like not a good mixture.
Not a good mixture
At all.
How does your body react now when you're drinking alkalized water?
I actually got some in my cup right now, but it feels a lot better. I feel like food's process better. I digest my food better. All that, it just feels great.
You feel like you're actually soaking in the nutrients that you're
Oh,
eating.
absolutely, 100%.
That's good. Not just going straight through you into the toilet.
Yep.
You're getting that cheap.
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good. All right. So, how much of a difference though did you feel going from living more of a kosher lifestyle to then plant-based?
Well, I've never really had like any health issues. Thank God for that. But when I transitioned to more plant-based, I felt more like my body was speaking to me as I was consuming these plant-based, foods, rather than when I was just eating, kosher, eating meat and all that. It was kind of like I just felt full, and I felt like that was the thing that people had to do. Is I'm gonna eat till I'm full so I can be satisfied. But now it's more like, my plant-based foods that I consume, I'm content every single time I eat them. I feel great. I don't feel bloated. Just feel energized after each meal.
Wow. So you feel like you're actually eating energy.
Exactly.
Wow. And you're not eating to just be full, but you're eating to nourish your body.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. So and then what was the difference though? Here's a big thing. So you used to consume 3 meals a day, right? What was the difference though going from 3 meals a day, kosher, even prior to that, gas station foods in the morning, whatever. I was there too. We were there. We were all there. Right? To now, plant-based plus intermittent fasting.
Okay.
What was the difference when you went from 3 meals a day to 2?
It was hard, because everybody used to their breakfast, lunch, dinner, but when I transitioned to plant-based, I started doing 2 meals a day, because sometimes, I was taught that, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Who taught you that?
Just friends, family, they're like, hey, you gotta have your breakfast, all that, but I noticed that the gas station food first off was terrible, then when I ate that, I feel like that's how my day went about for the rest of the day. If I ate like shit, I was gonna feel like shit all day. And then I would just fast in the morning, so I'll probably have some fruits or a smoothie. Recommend going to Smoothie King on Fridays, $5 smoothies, by the way. But fast during the morning and then have my first meal anywhere from like, I want to say 12 to 2 p.m., something like that. So my fast breaker and then dinner. So, I feel
your
good.
energy levels feel better with doing that.
Yeah, I felt good because I'll have my glass of water in the morning, have my smoothie, my fruits, whatever it is, and I feel good. I feel great. Don't feel bloated. Don't feel like sluggish during the morning. My whole day was just like great, and it still is because I'm still fasting in the mornings and just have my 2 meals a day.
Great, okay, cool. So you used to eat, you said 3 meals a day, okay. Now you had levels, still increasing levels. When you went plant-based, you didn't just stop there and going plant-based. How did you feel going from just plant-based to not just gluten-free, but mainly lectin-free, because we realized, we were watching the video this morning, that it's not the gluten inside of the bread that's causing inflammation, which causes mucus, which causes dis-ease, because literally all disease roots from mucus, which causes inflammation, which causes dis-ease. So how did you go from going just a plant-based lifestyle to avoiding lectins in general, sprouting all of your grains, nuts, and beans? What was the difference that you felt there, going from normal beans, normal bread, to then sprouted everything? Did you notice that difference?
Oh yeah. Well, for that, how do I say it? Obviously, I was big on bread. I was big on bread. Whole wheat.
I think we all are.
Yeah, whole wheat was like the shit. But I mean, too much gluten for me was just kind of like I said, feeling bloated. Just feel like, I mean, restroom trips all the time.
Even if it was plant-based? Even if you were
yeah.
eating plant-based?
Because I mean, like you said, there's levels to it. I mean, someone can transition to plant-based and, you know, be somewhat educated on it, but obviously there's that next level to absolutely like gluten-free. And I recommend people actually going gluten-free, because that right there does wonders on your body.
Wow. So would you notice a difference after your meals with your energy going back into your very demanding workplace, where you're on the roof and you're, you know, getting your hands dirty? Like, you notice the difference being able to still work, like you still have your chi flowing, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, man. Because when we eat like shit, when I was working, then you'd be like, man, I need a nap, or, you know, I just feel like tired and just sluggish. Now I'm satisfied. I feel great. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go back to work and just kill the rest of the day. And then a few hours and a half left to work. So
that's awesome.
That was good.
That's awesome. Great. So good to hear. Wow. So, what is your next goal? I noticed yesterday you denied the sugar sprinkled donuts. Anything. We were at a bake shop supporting a local brand yesterday, but you chose not to get anything with sugar. So what would you say that your next goal is with your diet? Is it possibly going sugar free, or what is your next goal?
I believe going sugar free, that's gonna be difficult, because it's pretty much sugar in almost anything out here. Anything. It could be vegan or be plant based and still have like a shit ton of sugar on it. But more like the transition to sugar free. Recommend anybody else, you know, wanting to transition to anything, do sugar free as well, plant based, but more than likely sugar free.
That would be your next goal, you think? Right. And would you say that the discipline that you developed, like with being able to give up flesh, not meat, because meat is when it's just meat eating, right? But flesh, when you gave up flesh and then giving up gluten, would you say that learning that discipline has also given you now the discipline to be able to deny certain sugary foods and things of that nature?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like it disciplined myself a lot, in not just food, but in other aspects of life as well. A lot of different things.
Like what?
Just refraining from like, I mean, I was really, when I was like, before transition from plant-based, I was just a crazy, you know, just whatever it was, you know, eat, drink, whatever that. Now it's more kind of like, all right, discipline, what's really beneficial for just my body and what's going to help it, rather than just kill it or destroy it. Back then.
Wow. Now, would you say that these disciplines, would you say that they're restricting your lifestyle, or more so freeing up your lifestyle?
Oh, freeing my lifestyle. I don't feel like restricted on anything. I feel like I'm more free, feel energized. I feel great.
And you've always been a very energetic person, to be honest. Even when we were eating what we were eating before and working what we were doing what we were doing before, you still always had this great attitude. But now, would you feel like you have even more of a euphoria about your life and more of an energy about your life?
Oh, absolutely. I see life in a whole different, new aspect. I would say I enjoy life a lot more.
Wow, that's awesome. To be honest, guys, I used to be on the roof with this guy, and I would see him hanging on. What would be one of the craziest pitches you would be hanging on? What's the pitch?
Well, there's
on the roof.
There's different pitches. There's like an 8, there's a 9, and as it goes by the number, it goes steeper and steeper. It's probably like I want to say like a 10. A 12 is pretty much like almost a wall like this, but a walking. I mean, I know, and I was doing it in boots, not actual roofing shoes. And I remember then, I don't know how my old raggedy boots were holding on to the grip, but they did.
But you had that balance still.
Yeah.
Even after eating the pizza and the cheese and what we were eating back then. Would you say that now you even have more balance
Oh yeah.
going into those things?
The equilibrium is there still.
Ooh, that equilibrium.
Mm-hmm.
Balance. Beautiful word there. Okay. What are some of your favorite meals currently? What that you've been having prepped with you and things of that nature?
There's a couple, but two of them that I like is actually the one that we have here is the stuffed avocados. You gotta show them probably a close up on that.
Okay, yeah, I'll zoom in here in a little
You
bit.
can zoom in, or you can go to the Instagram, and then you can see them for yourself.
What's in the stuffed avocados that you like?
Oh, I like the walnuts. You be adding some kale in there. Oh, you can't forget the cashew cheese.
Mm.
And I mean, I know some of us like sweets, like dessert or but I would say that you should try the pancakes that this man whips. These are delicious.
The cacao cakes.
Yes.
Those are some of your favorites as well. So let me ask you, what's the difference that you feel having some cacao cakes, whether I make them or anybody makes them with the recipe at home? Do you notice a difference having those cacao gluten-free pancakes compared to if you were to go have some pancakes at IHOP?
Well, I mean, you taste the immediate difference. Taste-wise, it tastes very good. I used to be a big fan of going to McDonald's in the mornings and getting some pancakes.
Hot cakes.
Yeah, the hot cakes.
Ooh.
But they're not as filling, but they're like, you're gonna be satisfied when you eat them. They're not all sugary. So I would say they're very, very delicious.
See the difference you keep mentioning this difference between filling and satisfied. And so you're just more so looking to satisfy your cheese, satisfy your inner cheese, rather than just fill it and feel like you're going about you're slower with your day.
Absolutely.
Love it. Great. So let me ask you this, two more questions. And thanks for everybody for hopping on and everybody watching the replay. Do you notice a difference having something that is, prepped for you with all organic, all gluten-free, mainly lectin-free, approaching alkaline foods, alkaline living? Do you notice a difference between having that prepped for you or cooked for you compared to eating out where they're mainly using conventional produce? As well as more gluten inside of the breads? Like, do you notice a big difference with conventional produce compared to organic produce?
Absolutely. I feel sometimes when I go out, for example, if you go out to eat Chipotle, they have, I guess, your vegan option. Sometimes you can taste because sometimes they'll use the same cooking oil. They use it where they cook their meat and all that.
Ooh. So
you can kind of like, in a way, taste it, and the body's gonna react to it like this. I mean, I was a big fan of Chipotle, not gonna lie, but that would literally react to my body immediately, rather than whenever eat, gluten-free, and obviously a different type of cooking oil. I would not recommend having canola oil, by the way. But
And you notice a difference as well with the organic produce compared to conventional produce?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Great. Now, final question, Jeremy. What would be just one tip that you have for somebody who is on the fence? They see these success stories, they see people living a more plant-based lifestyle. We see the movies that are coming out with game changers, Novak Djokovic, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kyrie Irving, all these very successful people that, we're seeing the success of people going plant-based, inflammation-free, approaching alkaline living. What would be one tip that you have for somebody who's just on the fence and they haven't decided to give up eating flesh yet, or they haven't decided to give up eating inflammation-causing foods yet? What would be that one tip that you have for somebody?
Just kind of a couple of things. I would say
Or a couple tips, yeah.
Yeah, first do your research. Do your research on it, because I think one main issue people have is, what do I eat? People think you're just gonna eat salads all day, every day, which is not true.
So vegans don't just eat salads all day.
Hell no, you got some tacos right there. But I would say do your research, and I would say do like a 7-day vegan challenge, and I think that's a good idea to do a 7-day vegan challenge.
Why is that?
Because that way you get a taste of what you're gonna, consume as a vegan. And second, I mean, why not challenge yourself?
Why not challenge yourself?
I mean, when people work out, they're, challenging themselves to.
That's a great analogy.
They're challenging themselves. Hey, I want to lose this much weight, whatever. But I would say, do a 7-day vegan challenge.
Wow. Okay. So again, let's just recap one more time. You're having sprouted nuts, grains, and beans, mainly lectin-free, alkalized water, and your weight was what before you started living this lifestyle?
240.
And it is now what?
210.
Last time you checked, 210 at the beginning of June. We gotta go hit a scale and go find out what you're really at, to be honest, now, because it's been probably 7 weeks since then, 8 weeks since then.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, man. Wow. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us. This has just been, honestly, our very first live. Everyone watching the replay as well. This will be on YouTube as well. Thank you all for your time, and I hope that this story, the German story, has inspired you to make a decision. Not even just to make a decision, but to, like German said, do your own research. Don't take our word for it. Don't take my word for it. Don't take German's word for it. But go ahead and go do your own research and then try some of the things yourself and see what a 7-day vegan challenge can do for you. That's exactly what I did. I did a 7-day vegan challenge as well, and I just noticed that not only did the things taste just as good as, if not better, as some of the conventional foods that we were getting in the mainstream, but my body felt better. And if I can feel better, I can be better with not just my workplace, but my loved ones and friends around me. So thank you guys all for your time so much. I gotta do this awkward walk up now to where I gotta end the video.
Hold on, you can show the.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna show him the close up. So we got. Can we see it?
All we eat is salads.
All we eat is salads. So we got a sprouted corn tortilla here with some chickpeas, Brussels sprouts, red onions, kale, cashew cheese, a little bit of sriracha on this side with probiotics in there, as well as the cashew queso on top, the walnut meat, and kale, and then another sprouted corn tortilla right here, guys. So this is Vegan Fuego. This is German Miranda. This is the man. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day.
Later.